Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to the regular meeting, Tuesday, January 3rd, meeting of the Stillwater Planning Commission. The first item for business is land use item for discussion and possible action. OnQ Marketing LLC, specific use permit PZ-16-2153, requesting review and approval of a specific use permit at property addressed as 1402 South Perkins Road to allow for new electronic message center sign adjacent to residential property in the CG Commercial General Zoning District. Turn it over to staff for presentation.
Good evening, I'm Mike Beatty. This specific use permit is for a electronic billboard sign or electronic sign on at the OnQ station at 14th and Perkins. The requirement is because of it's adjacent to residential property both on the west and then across the street to the southeast there at 15th Street. The photo on the left is the existing sign. They're going to replace it with the sign on the right. Now I'll go back one for you. They've got two signs, one at the north end and one at the south end. This request is for an electronic sign just on the southern sign. They're going to kind of redo both of them, but only one of them has the electronic sign. The SUP is required whenever it's adjacent to existing residential zoning. The electronic portion is this lower portion here. The code requires electronic sign to be less than 40% of the overall sign, and in this case it's only 19%, so we meet that condition. This is a street view photo looking to the south. You can see the existing southern sign there at 15th Street. And then looking to the north, you can see the northern sign in the background and adjacent residential property across the street. Findings: the property is located adjacent to residentially zoned property. The sign will be visible to residential properties, both east and west of Perkins. The sign does meet all other requirements. Any questions?
Any questions for staff? Okay. We'll open the public meeting at this time. Anyone wishing to speak in favor of this item, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
My name is Barden Kellum, and I'm with OnQ Marketing. I represent OnQ, and our address is 916 North Main, Stillwater, Oklahoma. And our game plan here is to put in new fascia and stuff, redress the store like we've done on west of town. We've done 2 or 3 stores that way, new fascia and stuff like that, update all of our signage and stuff. And, we believe that this is a commercial passageway right there on Perkins Road and stuff like that. There is a lot of commercial developments and stuff there. There is some residential across the street and house stuff like this, but we don't believe that this sign will be a factor to anybody's housing or stuff like this. So we would like you guys to approve our request for a digital sign there. Thank you. Any questions from anything?
Was there any notification of the residents in the neighborhood?
Yes, we provide staff with that, with everybody within 300 feet of the address, stuff like that. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Is anyone wishing to speak against this item? Please step forward and state your name and address for the record. There being none, at this time I'll close the public meeting and ask for staff alternatives.
Okay, you can recommend approval to the City Council. You can accept the findings and recommend approval with conditions. You can find that the request doesn't meet the minimum requirements and recommend it be denied, or you can continue the request to a specific date.
Okay, any final questions for staff? Anything else? Discussion.
Well, I know that in the past, as a matter of fact, just to the south of that sign, there's a car lot there that we've allowed electronic signboard on in my tenure on the board. So, I don't know that, have we had any complaints out of that one that you know of, Mike? So, I know we've allowed it in several situations on Perkins Road. Again, it is a main corridor coming into town, so in that respect, I definitely would support it.
So I'll move to accept findings and recommend the city council approve specific use permit as presented.
I'll second it.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Vote.
I'm sorry, apparently my voting software is not working. We'll take a verbal vote. Sorry. Mr. Rickelman?
Yes.
Mr. Lane?
Yes.
Mr. Bucher?
Yes.
Ms. Ross?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkins?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
All right. Excellent. Next item for business is approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of December 20th, 2016. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, we'll vote. Mr. Rickelman?
Yes.
Mr. Lane?
Yes.
Mr. Bucher?
Yes.
Ms. Ross?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkins?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
Excellent. Last item is miscellaneous item from staff for discussion and possible action. Our next Planning Commission meeting is scheduled for January 17th, 2017. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Mr. Rickelman?
Yes.
Mr. Lane?
Yes.
Mr. Bucher?
Yes.
Ms. Ross?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkins?
Yes.
Meeting adjourned.
Thank you all.